Welcome back, everyone. It is day 31 of Junk Journal January 2024, and you are here at Crafting Through the Chaos of Life with Shella. Thank you so much for joining me. It's the last day, and I'm so sad, but at the same time, I really am very proud of myself for making it through this challenge. I've never done a video like every day, and I managed to do that for the last 31 days, so I am very proud of myself, and I hope you guys have enjoyed them. I cannot thank Make Journals and Get Messy Art enough for these prompts and for this challenge. It has been absolutely amazing. I hope you guys have been checking out all the videos that everyone's been posting. It just has been so enlightening and just, yeah, so great and a lot of fun. So for our last day, reflect. I mean, we can talk about all the amazing different things that we have done over the last 31 days, but I want to take it again in another direction. And I do apologize if you can hear my printer behind me. I am printing out some stuff, so apologies for that. Okay. So let's kind of get started here. I've got a bunch of different ideas that I want to play with. I'm not sure some of them are going to work. Some of it's going to be trial and error, but that's really what art is all about, right? Is just kind of playing around and seeing what we can make. The first thing I thought we would try, or that I want to talk about, reflect. What do I mean by reflect? Well, if I can find all my things, I have all this stuff here that I pulled out. So when I think of reflect, I automatically thought of reflective foil, right? Ooh, look at that reflecting. Sorry if that hurts your eyes. So I have lots of these, like this. This is just some foil paper, probably from the dollar store, to tell you the truth. I haven't used this stuff since card making days. That could be a lot of fun to play with. But I was kind of thinking more on the terms of my deco foil or these Gemini foil press. I do not have a Gemini foil press. I'm not exactly sure why I bought these. I think because I think they are very similar to deco foil, and I wanted to try that. Another thing that you can try is the foil quill papers. Those also should work. And yeah, so this one is really cool. You plug it into like a USB and you can just, freehand calligraphy onto the foil paper, onto your cardstock or paper. And yeah, it works beautifully. I also have one that connects to my Silhouette cutting machine, which is really great for some of the like sketch files, to have it actually sketch out on top of the foil, which is really fun to play with. I haven't done that since card making days. So there's that option. We're not going to do this today. I did a really, really crappy job of showing you how this works on my passport video, where I was playing around with this. And yeah, I definitely need to take some time and practice a little more, and I think it's going to be amazing. It's just, yeah, time is not my friend sometimes. I don't have a lot of it. So look at these deco foils. Like, look at this rainbow one. And my mom did such an amazing job of organizing these for me. Thank you, Mom. So yeah, we've got some rainbow ones. We've got silver. Of course, we've got gold, red, green. Like, they come in all different colors, like iridescent. So yeah, we got green, we've got purple, orange or pumpkin. Oh, that's a lovely color. Pink. And I think that's it for this one that I have. So that is going to be fun. I also have, more foil paper. Like, look at these. This is like not quite gold leafing, but it's very thin like that. Hopefully you can see that. So I have lots. Oh, look at this foil paper. I think I just got this stuff from the dollar store, but it's so cool. It's like iridescent. Got blue. Yeah, so lots of these reflective papers that I haven't used, and I really need to. Oh, I've got like a ton more. What's going on here? Ooh, look, we've got that in gold and pink and blue Okay, yeah, so these would be fun just to kind of incorporate into your collages as well, I think. You know, just adding some shine. But I'm going to show you what I have in mind today. Let's start with the messy stuff, I think. And be impressed, please, because guess what I did? I cleaned my craft mat. It only took like 5 years, I think, but I did it. I cleaned it. It's clean. It's ready to go, ready to play with some messy stuff. Okay, I have this Decofoil transfer gel. And it's just like it says, I need to use it because I've gotten it and I have never used it. No, I have. I just sealed it really well. So we're going to use this. And what this does is it gives something for the foil to stick on. Now, I think you can also, let's do a little experiment actually. I have, what's this? Oh, this is just a little scrap square. Let's try this. A couple different things I want to try because I'm not sure they're going to work. So as you can see, this was my terrible handwriting of the word passport that's left on there. But we're going to use this because nothing is going to go to waste in my world. So I'm going to cut this off. Just like that. And we're going to use the leftover bits from here. That should be enough. And let's just see if we just kind of put down some of our glue stick. Let's see if our glue stick works. I haven't tried it before and I lost my, oh, I'm so upset. I lost my little brown scraper thing. I don't know what happened to it, but we can just use this card thing. Okay, let's go ahead and put this foil. So again, this is likely quill foil, I think, or it could be deco foil, one of the two. All of them pretty much work the same, so we'll see if this works well. Put it down over top of that glue stick. Just run our finger over top. We can even use our little card here. Let's see if that works. And then we're just going to pull it up and we're going to see if it sticks and gives kind of a cool effect. I think this would be really cool as, you know, an effect over top of like a vintage collage, right? Just to add some sparkle. Let's see. Yes. So look at that. Hopefully, I don't know. I've got some weird lighting going on. Let me try. Let's try. I don't know. My lighting is just terrible, you guys. I don't know. I mean, that's really dark now. But it is so shiny. It is so cool. If I can get it to focus. But yeah, just that little bit of sparkle and reflectiveness is kind of cool to go over top of something. So I like that. I like that effect. So that worked. That's kind of cool. I have also done it. Ooh, do I have to show you? I don't, but let's try it. You know what? Let's just go all out, guys, and have some fun. If you don't mind hanging out with me if I end up going over. Yeah, let's try some stuff here. I'm gonna put this back. I don't know why I say that, but okay, I'm gonna put a lid on that. Let's try, this is just a small piece of clear acetate. Let's play with our, words, guys, words. It's the last day. I can do it. I can make it through. Let's play with our alcohol inks because I know this is a really cool effect. I've done this before in card making. And I just want to do it again. Let's play with some alcohol inks on top of here. Let's use, I don't know if this liquid metal would work. This is already shiny. I don't think I want to use this. I just want to use some regular alcohol inks. And, ooh, I should put some gloves on. I have gloves somewhere. I don't know where they are, but I also want to grab my blending solution. I do have that right here. Okay. So I know it's kind of hard for you to see that acetate, so just bear with me here. I also have this blending solution, and we're going to play with a few alcohol inks first so that they have time to dry. So you can do this on vellum, Yupo paper, but we're also going to try it on acetate, because why not? There's some purple, and oh, I hate it when I put the lids on cockeyed, because now I can't get it off. Okay, let's put that to the side. I love this color. This one is the Pool. Okay, let's try that. Put that down. And, ooh, you got to remember to do this in a well-ventilated. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm struggling with words. A well-ventilated area. Apparently, I'm not in a well-ventilated area because I'm talking foolish here. Ooh, deception. Do we need some deception? This one is an alcohol pearl. So it does have a little ball inside, and this is shimmery. You know what? Let's try it. Ooh, what's this color though? Fiesta. No, let's do Fiesta. Changed my mind. Okay, so yeah, you can use these alcohol inks on glass and stuff, which is cool. Okay, they're kind of doing their thing. Now we're going to add some blending solution and see what happens. Are we? I'd like to. Ooh, okay, I got to bring out my lady's helper here. Oh, there we go. That was on there really well. Okay. Ooh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Just need to kind of, ooh. Okay, not going as I originally thought. It's still kind of cool. I need a straw. Do I still have a straw in here? I used to, but this is what we can use. This little guy just to kind of blow things around here. I mean, this is more purple than anything, but that's okay. I did put a lot on, so who knows. Just kind of blow that around. And then the beautiful thing about alcohol inks is you can just keep adding and playing and see what happens. Watch them react and see what they do. That's cool. Okay, what else do we have here? Maybe, I don't know what happens if we're going to add green, but let's see what will happen if we add green. Let's try this guy. These safety things work really well for me. Okay. Ooh, look at that. That's fun. Okay. I'm going to put that very carefully. I need to let it dry a bit, and then we're going to put the foil over top where it's still kind of wet. That foil will stick and will create kind of like a cool marbling metallic effect, ideally. Ideally, that's what we want. I don't know, I could have just made a hot mess too. That is always a possibility. Let's use these ones. Ooh. So you can see there, see, doesn't that look much cooler than, you know, on there? So we're going to put that on there. We're just going to let that dry. Set that aside and dry just a bit while we continue on. Okay, so that is alcohol inks, and I gotta try and, there we go. Put this back on properly. And then we'll put our inks away so as not to tip them over. I'm just going to use this paper towel and blot up this extra alcohol ink. All right, let's maybe try a wet wipe to clean this off just a bit. And as you can see, it, you know, it might stain my mat. That's okay. They're meant to get dirty, you guys. Just means you've been using it and it reminds you of projects you've done. Yeah, this could stain, and that's okay. But you could also try, I wonder if I put some blending solution on, if that will help take it off. If not, not a big deal. It's just a mat. A little bit, that's okay. But this is going to be fun to play with when it's dry. It's going to be a beautiful color. Okay, set that aside for now. So the next thing I wanted to play with is this deco foil. And I have, what do I have? I have some scrap pieces of paper that I want to use up. And I have some stencils. What do I have for stencils? Oh, I have quite a few things. So I've just pulled these out to see. Oh yeah, let's try this. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. It's because I'm excited. Let's try just, okay, this is just a pre-made kind of folded signature piece. I wanted to try this down the side. And we'll use our deco foil. I'm going to use this just to protect the rest of that page so I don't get deco foil paste where I don't want it. Now hopefully you guys can see. The problem with working with this mat is it's so slippery. Oh, is there a, do I have a backing on there? I do, okay. Let's peel that off then. Oh, it's sticky. Oh. I'm not sure how that's going to work then. It's sticky. I thought this was just a regular stencil, but no. Okay, we're going to kibosh that idea because it will rip my page, and I don't want to rip my page. That's not what I want. How did I use this then? How did that work? Because I know I've used this. This has got it off of it. I don't know. Or, oh no, okay. This is punched through. Okay, don't mind me, sorry. It is punched all the way through the plastic, so I can use it. Let's just double check that. No, it's not all the way through. Some of it is, some of it isn't. Okay. What I was going to do is do the deco foil and do a border on that page, but this is not going to work. This is a Martha Stewart one, and it's sticky on the back. That's not what I want. Okay, change of plans. Sorry about that. That's okay. Like I said, we're doing a lot of playing. Let's use this. This is a metal one. I'm not sure if this was used for embossing or what it's for, but it is metal. It's quite thick. Let's try doing some deco foil through this. Let's see if it works. I don't know. Never tried it. We're going to give it a go. So let's just do this butterfly. And we'll lift this up. Ooh, we got lots here. Okay, and what does this say? So, tape stencil to paper and apply iCraft Deco Foil Transfer Gel across stencil using palette knife, check, or similar tool. Remove excess gel by gently pulling knife flat across the surface. Return excess gel to jar. Let gel dry 1 hour or until completely clear. Okay, so this does need some drying time. So good thing we're getting this done. We might have to come back to this in a bit. So we'll put this over, see what happens. We're not sure. I do a much easier way, which I'm going to show you in a minute as well. So this is great if, like, the easy thing to do is if you have a laser printer, not an inkjet. If you have a laser printer, you can just print an image out, and I'm going to show you how that works. Oops, I'm getting deco foil all over the place, or the paste anyways. Yeah, so that's the simple ways if you have a laser printer. If you don't have a laser printer, then, you know, this deco foil is probably what you're going to want to use. Okay, so we've got that on there. I'm just making a mess of this. I'm not the cleanest crafter, that is for sure. Okay, let's see if we can lift that up. There we go. Now, bring back our baby wipe and get your stencil wiped off right away. Because you don't want this stuff to dry on there. So you might want a little tub of soapy water handy for your stencils. I am just going to use a baby wipe because that's what I have. And the other side. Okay, so we'll let that dry. So we'll set that aside. Maybe I want to see if I can clean up some of this paste that I got all over. There. Okay. So that is the deco foil paste on there. Hopefully you can see that. Let me just try and make my light a little less. Oh, I don't know, you guys. I really got to work on lighting. Sorry, I know I'm not the best at this, but okay, we've got that on there. That's going to dry. And what else can we use? Let's do, here's another one of these little metal ones. Don't think I'm going to do that. I also have these. I'm not sure what they're from. I got them from my mom. They also have plastic on them. I think a little bird would be cute. Do we have, yeah, another little piece of paper. And what is this? Some nice little plastic on it. Is this going to be sticky as well? Nope. Okay, that's good. Oh, not sure what that was for, but set that aside, and it's still got stuff on it. Okay. Ooh, this is a little, it's kind of plasticky. I don't know where it's from, but it does have a little stick. But I think we can make it work. Okay. Very carefully peeling this off. It's almost like vellum, or not vellum, heat transfer. Vinyl, that's the word, not vellum, vinyl to a degree, but sticky. Okay. Let's try that bird right there. Who knows? This might end up ripping the paper. I don't know, but we're going to try. I don't think they've ever been used before. And I'm probably not using them what they were intended for, but that's fine. Okay. Cute little bird. I think he'll be cute. Oh, maybe, I think blue might be cool on him. Nice little blue bird. So trying to get a nice thin layer on there. Get it in all the little cracks and crevices. I'm not very good with the palette knife, as you can tell. I haven't played enough with it. There, okay. And let's see, fingers crossed it doesn't rip the paper. It doesn't. So far, so good. Look at that. That is going to be cute. Oh, I love it. Okay, so that's got to dry as well. Let's stick this back down so I can give it a wipe. Try not to rip the little pieces. Okay, oops. Did I? All right, where is the paper? There it is. Couldn't see it, it's clear. Okay, so let's put this back on the little film that it came on. Pulling very carefully so as not to rip this. There we go. Look at us just experimenting on the last day, right? Okay, I'll put this in here. And oh, there's some more birds. Cute, oh, and a feather. All right, let's also try, we have this stencil, that would be cute. And we have this one. Let's try this one. And let's try that on here. And where's the opening? There it is. Nice little kind of bee-themed one. Oh, this one's probably going to be sticky again. Where are all these sticky stencils coming from? Okay, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Put that on. And let's go one more time over top of this. And I'm not going to worry about covering the whole thing. I just want it to kind of be random. I think I'm going to have to use a lot more than I am. I'm being very sparing with it, and I shouldn't. I have lots. Okay. There we go. Maybe some down over here. Be a little bit there. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. So I think that is good for the deco foil paste. Let's let all of this dry. And let's clean that off. And then we will come back when that is dry, and I will show you what happens with that. In the meantime, let's carry on. Oh yeah, that is going to be cool. Ooh, I like it, I like it, I like it. Okay, you over there to dry. Again, doing a clean of your stencils just to make sure that they don't get gummed up in the little recesses. Okay, put that back on here. So yeah, this is just all about experimenting today to create little pieces that we can add to, whether it be our collage or, you know, what have you, make a tag out of it. Actually, that honeycomb one would make a cool tag after. Okay, let's work with me here, packaging. In you get. Great. Okay, I'll set this one aside. We've done those. Okay, the next thing I want to try to see if it works is our Versamark watermark ink. Let's see if that works. I need a bigger piece. Let's just try this. This is just obviously just a divider page, but we will see if it will work. And actually I need to cut it down because it needs to fit into my little Stamp Perfect. So I'll cut it down to, let's do 5 by 4. No, because this is the stamp I want to use. So how big are you? Here, about 5.5. Let's do 6. Okay. Let's give this a go and see what happens. And bring out our Stamp Perfect. And put it in here. Like this. Some little stray cat hairs on there, I think. Isn't that gorgeous? Again, I think this is from Temu. I think it's from Temu. Okay, never been used, obviously. I have all these stamps, embarrassingly enough, that I have and haven't used. So yeah, there's that. Now we're using them, which is great. All right, put you here. Close the lid. And let's go ahead and ink it up. Making sure we get lots of ink on there. It works with embossing powder, so I feel like it should work with this. Okay, now I'm going to stand up just to get some good pressure on there. I did have a stamp thing. I don't know where it went. Shocker, I know. I am going to work on cleaning this room now, as this is the last video for the challenge. Slowly start rearranging and getting everything a bit more organized. Okay, I'm going to give it another stamp. Like that. And one more time just to make sure it's good and sticky. Oops. Okay, can you guys see that? Kind of. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our foil. use this stuff since I have it handy. Put it down over top. Again, not sure if this is going to work because I've never tried it before. I feel like it's sticky, so it should work. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I think this is a bust. Yep. Okay, that did not work. Well, so there's a lesson learned. So Versamark ink does not work with deco foil or with the foil. I thought it would though, because it's sticky. Nope. That's a no-go. That's too bad because that would have been really pretty. Okay, well, that's just fine. We will keep moving along. So there's a lesson learned. Let's try our next step. I'm going to fold this up because I'm done with this. And the next easy way is I was talking to you guys about our laser printer. And you need a laminating machine. Now we're not going to be laminating it per se, we're just going to be using the heat from it. So let me just plug my laminator in here. Okay, we'll turn it on. This also works, I think there's, what are they called, mint machines? Is it the mint machine that does this? And I have printed out onto some vellum and to some cardstock, just some bee images. I thought that would be fun to play with. And I'm actually going to cut it in half. So if you don't have stamps like a bee stamp and you want to do kind of clusters, this is kind of a fun way to do it. Print out the images onto vellum or say tracing paper, and then you can rip them off, and they work great for your clusters. It looks like you know, stamped something on there. Okay, let's see if I can reuse this. Is that going to fit the whole page? Not quite, so I'm going to cut these two bees off. Like that. Save those for another day. Let that heat up. Okay, we'll reuse this stuff. Put that on there like this. Try and get it lined up. And I'm going to use just a piece of copy paper as my carrier sheet. And actually, I'm not even going to use copy paper. What I'm going to use is this piece of paper that I already have here. This is that signature piece. So slide that on there. I just need it to be able to be the carrier through here. So ideally, this foil should only stick to the laser printing on this vellum. All right. Not sure if it's heated enough, but let's give it a try. You can always run it through twice. Let's see. This is just a Scotch laminator. I got it off of Amazon. Don't need anything fancy. Okay. Feels pretty good. I'm going to go one more time just because I don't know if it was fully heated up. I don't know if a heat gun would work. I haven't tried that either. Or an iron. I mean, an iron might work if you don't have a laminator. But really, we just need the heat to set the foil on that laser ink. Okay. Take a peek. Don't tell me this isn't going to work. It should work. Oh, it's not working. Why isn't it working? Maybe this is the wrong foil. Maybe I need to be using deco foil paper. Okay, I'll run that through one more time, and then let me find my envelope of foil papers. There they are. Well, that's interesting. I know I've done this before. Look at it proving me to be a liar. Okay, here is some deco foil. I wonder if it depends on the actual foils. I thought for sure they would work the same, but let's see. Does that work? Well, it's good and hot, that's for sure. Oh, it did. Okay. Yeah, see, it's coming up there. It just wasn't quite hot enough. Okay, I'm going to run it through again one more time. Maybe flip it around this time. Yeah, it's much hotter. Make sure your machine is good and hot. That is probably what I was doing wrong. See how this goes. Right, this is part of the process, all our trials and tribulations. There we go. So we know the glue stick worked. The deco foil should work. I just need it to dry. Okay. And then our... Yeah, I love it. Oh, it's so pretty. Now, it did kind of go on some of the vellum where I didn't necessarily want it. Can you see it's really quite shiny all over? But that's okay. I think these would be fun to rip out and use as little focal points. Look how shiny they are. So cute. Okay, we're going to do this one more time. We're going to use this craft cardstock. And we're going to use the actual paper that I know is deco foil paper. And we're going to see how that works. So put that there. Okay, so this is the actual deco foil paper. It is much thicker than this stuff. This must be the, what is it? The pen paper, wherever that went. I'm just losing myself here today, you guys. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the deco foil paper is definitely thicker. So let's cut this down because I don't want it to wreck my laminator just in case. Put that there. Let's see if I can, this stuff is a little thicker, but still pretty flimsy to work with. I don't know how the best way to do this. Let's just do it this way, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just all thumbs right now. I'm not sure. This is probably like the worst video ever, but you know, better me doing all of this and making the mistakes than you guys, so. Okay, that was a very shoddy cutting job. Okay, again, I don't claim to be professional. I just like to have fun. All right, so let's go ahead, slide that in here. and see what happens. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. I'm going to give this a pause as it runs itself through, just so we save some time. Okay, so I did run it through the laminator, and I did have the carrier sheet on it at first, and it wasn't working. It was not sticking. So then I took the carrier sheet off and I ran it through again, just with the foil and the paper, and it seems to have worked. So I did run it through twice like that, and fingers crossed, let's see if this works. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong because I know I've done this before. So I don't know if it's the paper I'm using, I don't know. But anyways, let's see if this works. Oh yes, it did. So yes, don't use the carrier paper. Look at that. So pretty. Oh, I love it. That is going to be adorable for little focal points. Yes, love it. So I still have quite a bit of foil on here that I can use. I don't know if it works if you just rub it on there, but yeah, I love how that turned out. Can you see that sparkle? So pretty. Okay, so here's what we've learned. We have learned that the laser printer works, but you cannot use a carrier sheet. So don't use it with a carrier sheet. Yeah, through your laminator. We learned that Versamark ink does not work. We learned that glue stick does work. Now let's try our alcohol ink. So we have this. It could still be a little bit tacky. Now I'm just going to lay this extra stuff over top, give it a rub, and see what happens. Okay, let's try. Oops. Let's push this down. And let's see what happens. Okay, it did work. It just had dried. I had let it dry maybe just a little bit too long, but you can see there is some of that foil sticking there. You see that? So let's try, see if we can get some more of it to stick. Yeah, I think I just let this dry just a little bit too long. Let's try, ugh. Oh yeah, it's sticking. That is cool too. It just, yeah, it gives it a little bit of a little gold piece. And then, so yeah, you can now put this into, say, like a window. Use it as like a window. It's almost like a little stained glass thing. That's kind of cool. I like that. So pretty. I wonder if I add a little drop. I want like the tiniest drop. There we go. I'll let that kind of spread out. Now let's put this on. I do want it to dry a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here, guys. There we go. Okay, let's try this. Fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. Today is just all about experimenting. And it's funny because I know I've done this stuff before, but of course it's not working when I'm on camera. Isn't that Murphy's Law? Nope, that was too wet. Grr. Let's try this again. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it had it dry just a bit more. There we go. Oh, we're getting it now. Okay, look at that. That worked out better. Definitely see it now. See it all on there? Okay, so it's not the prettiest. I didn't do the best job, but I wanted to show you how you can use your alcohol inks and the foil on a project like that. I'm going to use this for something. I'll probably attach it as a window. I think it'll look cool. It looks really dark on camera, but yeah, I think it's cool. Show it up on the white. It's very, very purple. I don't know how it's looking on my screen. It looks kind of blue, but it's very purple and it looks kind of, it's pretty cool. Okay, so we know that worked. And now let's take a look at how is our gel doing. Yeah, this is dry. Okay, let's go ahead. Ooh, let's use blue. Let's use blue for the butterfly, or turquoise, I guess this is. So this is the Gemini foil press. Hopefully it works the same way. I don't know. I'm assuming so. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do with this because I do not have a foil press. Of course, they've got to tape it down. Let's see here. Try and lift that up. Let's see. I need something sharp. Hello, darling. How are you?
Something sharp I got right here.
Oh, thank you. My scissors. Thank you for bringing them to me. Did I leave them upstairs?
Yeah, I don't know where the cap is though. So.
It's down here. Thank you though. Okay, let's try this and see how it works.
Pretty.
Isn't that a pretty color?
Yes.
We are working with foils today for our prompt word reflect. Okay, so now what we need to do.
You know what you should do with reflect?
What's that?
A mirror.
A mirror, yes. Well, that's kind of what this is, right? It's mirror-like. Okay, so transfer sheet, place inside folded piece of parchment paper and run through hot laminator. Okay, so this is where we need our laminator again. Bye, love yous. So I'm going to bring my laminator back up. And it says we need a piece of paper. And I don't know, I've got the stuff that I was using was a little bit heavier than coffee paper. That could have been why it wasn't working quite well for us. So I've grabbed some copy paper now. Let's give this a go. Put that over top. Actually, let's fold this first. I am just all thumbs today. I apologize for that. And I know this is probably not my best video, but what do you do? What do you do when you're just experimenting and having fun? Okay. Now we'll run it through our laminator. Fingers crossed that this works, because this is the different stuff. Yeah, this is the foil press. I don't know. So it says you can use this on multiple surfaces, including fabric, leather, craft cork, ribbon, and more. So that's cool. And we're going to go one more time just for good measure. Wow, I've made a hot mess of things again today. But that's all right. We are learning how we can use all these different craft materials in our art projects. Okay. Let's open this up and see what we got. Ooh, it's going to work. Okay, well, it did work to a degree. I'm not really wild about how it kind of got all over there, but it's not terrible, right? It's not terrible, and it's really cool. It's like raised because that, I don't know if you can tell, because that paste was thick, right? So that's cool. Okay, I like that. We can definitely, you know, that would be cool to do on the cover of a journal, right? Yeah, that might be fun. Okay, so there's that. Let's try our bird. Is our bird dry? Yeah. So let's use the rest of this for our bird because it has some leftover bits that should work. Let's cut it down. Oops. There we go. Lay that over top of our bird. Slip it into our copy paper carrier page. And run that through. That's kind of pretty too, using that negative bit. That will be cool. I mean, you could just glue that right down to a page. I think that would be cool. And then we'll get this one. This is a little bit wet still, but I'm going to give it a go because I don't have the patience. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's take a look at our bird. Oh yeah, the bird worked much better. I think it was because I had, I used that wet wipe, right? I wiped all around here with that wet wipe. Maybe that was probably why. But here's our bird. Cute. I like him. And yeah, he's super like texture. Very embossed like. Love it. Okay, that was fun. Now, I'm going to use the same piece that we used for the alcohol inks. Yeah, why not? We're just playing. We're having fun, experimenting. Lay that over top. Tuck it in. And feed it through. So, I mean, we didn't necessarily make a ton, but we did play a lot. And I think that's super important. I think it's important that you find time to play, find time to experiment, see what works, what doesn't. You don't necessarily have to create an entire project every time you sit down into your room. You know, play around with all the different supplies you have and see how you can use them in different ways and how you can create different things for your journal pieces. Okay. Oh, this looks cool. It's definitely very textured and bumpy. I love it. Pull it off. So cool. A little bit of the alcohol ink kind of came off there, but that's all right. Look at that. That is so cool. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to play just really quickly here. Let's cut this down just a little bit. Take off that part. And let's make this into a tag. Oh, I cut that way too deep. Way too deep. What was I thinking there? I got all excited. That's really what happened. It's a non-traditional tag, guys. That's what we're going for. Okay, I'm not liking that. I'm going to cut there. That's better. Still not great, but that's okay. Then let's ink. Okay. Oh, I just love the feeling of that. That feels so cool. The texture is just so amazing. And the reflecting of it. Oh, love it. Okay, let's take one of these and we're going to rip it down like that. Oh, so shiny. Love it, love it. Okay. Let's ink up our edges on here just a skosh. We need some paper, but what kind of paper do we need? I want something to back it. Just, I want some of that. No, that's too much the same in color. What do I have? Some German writing. Yes, let's use that. That will be cool. Rip that down. And ink. Like this. Okay, let's grab a number. I think a number might look cool on here. I wanted to show you guys how, where are my numbers? How else you can, you know, not how else, but how you can use this in our journals. And you know what? I have this feeling I want to add a little bit of black. I do. I want to add a little bit of black ink as well. I like the brown and black together. Kind of gives it almost like a burnt look, right? Okay. So we'll put that there. That there. Let's do, rip this guy up just a titch, and I'm very cognizant that we are over time, but that we need to get this done. We need to create something with this. I just feel like I need to put something together with this gorgeousness that we created. Let's try that. Ooh, I like it. Okay, let's glue this down. We are going to use art glitter glue because of this texture. We want something nice and strong. Let's put that there. And I think I have somewhere, I don't know what I did with it. I thought I had some pieces of my Xyron machine left over. But I think we can get away with, it's going on the paper. I wonder. Let's just use our art glitter glue. Ideally, I would like to run this through my Xyron sticker maker. But I think this will dry okay underneath. Oh yeah, yeah, that's looking good. And then our little number. Actually, let's give this guy just a little bit of black too. Okay. And stick that down. Oh, look at that, how cute that is. I love it. Maybe we will, where is my corner rounder? I think I want to round the bottom corners. If I can get my hand in there to get it. There we go. Let's try the medium. Okay. Oh yeah, this is so cool. I love this. Look at that. So much fun. All right, so we had some successes. We had some failures, but at the end of the day, we had fun. We played around, we played with our different supplies. We got to see all the different things that you can do with foil. And I think, yeah, it's going to be something that I'm definitely going to add into my repertoire of things that I make. And I think this is going to be so cool just to add to a page too, don't you think? I'm going to save that for sure and just add it to a page. I think it'll look cool. Okay, let me pause for a second. I'm going to do a 10-second tidy and I'm going to come back with everything that we kind of made and play with, and we'll just do a final talk about it, and then I'll wish you well for the day. So I'll be right back. Okay, my friends, welcome back. So I've done a tidy and I've gathered up everything that we've kind of done, and I just want to do a quick kind of recap on things that we have done. So Decofoil was really great to create those embossed texture type things. The paste did really quite well. It's gorgeous, and that foil worked amazing. So we did use Decofoil, we did use foil quill foil, and we also used the Gemini Junior foil. Now, the one thing I do want to talk about Decofoil, definitely go to thermoweb.com. You can check out all the different things that Decofoil can do. So there's like the liquid adhesive, there's a foam adhesive you can use with it, hot melt where you can use your iron or laminator. You can put it on clothing, you can put it on wood, paper. There's lots of different ways you can use the foils for that. So I just think that's a lot of fun. And again, you know, the leftover pieces are going to be great for mixed media type things to play with. We also, so yeah, we used the laminator. We did do some printing with our laser printer and then ran it through the laminator, and that worked really quite well. I did discover that using it without a carrier sheet was the best way to get that foil to transfer onto the laser printer ink. Remember, this will not work with your inkjet printers, okay? We also discovered that Versamark ink does not work. So we just have this kind of ghosted image here, which is still pretty cool. I will use it for something. So we did learn that. And then we have these great pieces to play with and different ideas to use for our journals. Again, I'm going to use these negative pieces in my journals. I think they're going to be fun. We also used alcohol inks. Look at that. Using that foil on the alcohol inks when they were, the edges were still kind of wet. It transferred on there beautifully. And then you can add these as, you know, window elements to your journals or tags, you know, what have you. I just think it's a lot of fun. And then we found out that glue stick actually works quite well also. So that's kind of fun to get some just kind of random squiggle bits on there. If you just kind of want to do that over top of, say, a printed digital, I think that would be cool to jazz up that digital, adding some foil to it. And then we quickly created this little reflective, look at that. Oh my gosh, this reflective tag. It's so cute. Oh, we got to ink up the back. So I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I know it was not one of our regular videos. It was kind of trial and error. But again, like I said, I think that's important. I think it's important to pull out the items that you have, play around with them, see what you can do with them, how you can use them in different ways, and just create some incredibly fun things to play with in our journals. All right, you guys, this has been an amazing month. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me. I can't wait to show you some next projects that I have on the go. Like I said, I am needing to do a little bit of a tidy up here in my craft space just so I can flow a little better. But in the meantime, I wish you guys the very best. I wish you many, many hours in your crafting spaces. And please remember, P.S. I love you.